So everybody should see and hear me still. All right. Give me the thumbs up if you can. Perfect. Let's get jiggling about then. So you can bang on your favourite music and just shake out in those wrists and the elbows. And feel any stress dripping out your fingers. I don't know if you had a stressful week. It's a beautiful morning to pick us all up and lift our spirits for sure today, isn't it? So take it all the way up. I'm looking forward to my, I don't know if you see my walk in the woods videos, but I'm looking forward to walking in the woods this morning with this lovely sunshine. And roll all the way down, open up through the back. Notice how your back's feeling today. Actually, after last night's class, it's a very similar run to this one. We just take it a little bit easier in this one. The back feels lovely today. So roll all the way up. Take the arms to the ceiling and bring the arms all the way back down and feel that stress dripping from your body. And then shake and wake up the knees and the ankles and take it wide and open and stretch into those hip flexors. Bring it forwards and swing into the hip. Bend into the knee and circle that ankle. Lovely. And the other way. Notice if your ankle's singing to you this morning or not. Mine sings to me every morning. And point and flex the toes. Excellent. Drop the foot down, shake out the other foot, the knee, the hip, and take it wide and open. And again, kick out the stress from the body. Bring the leg forward, swing into that hip, bend into the knee, and circle the ankle. And the other way. And point and flex the toes a few times. Drop the foot down and kick out the hips and feel that hip stretching out. Lovely, softening the knees. And then circle, nice big circle with the hips. And we don't hold lots of stuff in the hips, so it's nice to release the hips. And the opposite direction. They say you store your emotions up in your hips, there's lots of stress there. Excellent. And then swing the arms and tap the kidneys at the back of the hands, bending into the knees to stimulate those kidneys. And start to move the arms up as we stretch and rotate the spine. Give it a nice drink, a bit of hydration. So I know your fluid around the joints, the vertebra, and come all the way down again. Take the arm across the body and stretch into the shoulder now, pushing the hand away, dipping down into the knees, and then take the arm up into the corner. A nice big reach. Let's reach for the ceiling. Excellent. Stretch that belly. And then push forward, separating the feet so they're nice and wide. Stretch forwards. Lovely. And then tap the inside of the leg or the ankle if you can, bending alternate knees so you get that lower body warm through. Nice stretch of the adductors. Taking the hands right the way through the legs this time. And see if you can reach towards the back of the mat. Giving the legs a little extra stretch and stretching into the glutes. And then push forwards towards the front of the mat so we can reach again. And then roll up through the spine, bone by bone, and roll the shoulders backwards a few times. Bring your feet to hip distance. You're going to just move the shoulders and walk the shoulders now. Brush it past the ears. And then start to bring the elbows back, soften the knees, and just scoop the hands. Nice big scoop. Take it low if you can, all the way down. Just rotating. Watch the hand now as you twist as well. Just careful you're not too dizzy, so don't go too quick that you're dizzy here. Lovely big scoops. Take it a little bit higher now. Excellent. And just scoop and work the body loose. Excellent. And then bring the arms slowly back down and we'll go skiing. Take a big breath in. As you breathe out, let go. Roll up again. Inhale, stretch that belly and exhale, let go. Feel the stress is leaving the body at the fingertips and letting go of that stress. Inhale, exhale, let go. As you roll up this time, you circle those arms in front of the body, pull back with the elbow back and down. Feel any knots in the shoulders. You can slumped over a computer, a desk. It'll feel really nice just to ease out those knots. Or generally, if you're stressed. One more. Inhale and exhale, pull back and down. And then relax the arms. Relax the shoulders. So grab yourself a drink now at any time that you want to, and we'll start our meditation. Meditation, remember, can be done sitting as well as standing, so you do whatever your body needs to do today. So hip distance apart, our first posture is to Tadasana, 19 posture, and we align the spine, pirate's eye, fist, and take it in between the feet to make sure it's snugly between the broadest part of the feet and there your hip distance. Roll the shoulders up, back, and then down, and pull them down away from the ears, and tuck under the tailbone just a little, so there's a tiny bit of tension there in the pelvic floor, and then raise up through the crown of the head as if somebody's stretching your spine and lifting your head up towards the sky. Have the chin parallel to the floor and tuck it back just a touch for your perfect alignment. Make sure all your joints are soft so the energy flows around the body, and then gently close the eyes or lower the gaze. Take a lovely breath in to the bottom half of the lung. So imagine pouring that air down into the hips. Stop the air before it goes past the belly button, and then exhale really slowly. Imagine either grey or murky smoke is coming out of the body as you breathe out those toxins, that stale air that lies at the bottom of your lungs. Makes us feel lethargic. Should we do that again? Inhale to the bottom of the belly, bottom of the lungs. Puffing that belly out like a big balloon and feeling a little bit of movement around the pelvic girdle. And then exhale really slowly. This time, paying attention to how your body's feeling. Scan your body from the crown of the head to the tips of the fingers and toes, and just notice what's going on with the body today. Any tightness, any tension there today. Let's take the air a little bit higher up the lungs now, but not full. Okay, so just stop the air when it gets under the breastbone this time. So inhale to the bottom of the belly. Take the air a little bit higher so you can feel the top of the belly now expanding here. Hold the breath, don't let it go just yet. Feeling any movement in the body as you do that. And then exhale really slowly through the nose. Again, scanning the body, but this time finding really good parts of the body, what's behaving well and feels wonderful this morning. On the next breath, we take it right to the top. We inhale from the bottom, expand the lungs, and go right the way up, right to the top of the chest. Really fill up, but don't move your shoulders. Keep them relaxed. Hold on to that breath and enjoy the fullness of that morning breath. And then exhale really slowly through the nose. Start to let go of any body tension, lower body tension. Relaxing your buttocks and your hips, your thighs, your knees, lower legs, ankles and feet. And let's do that again. Inhale that full yoga breath, a complete breath, all the way from the bottom as you force the air to the bottom, out to the side, all the way to the top, really expanding through the body. Hold that breath. And then exhale really slowly. This time relaxing the tension of the body. So relaxing those arms and hands, the shoulders, the chest. Relaxing all the way through your chest, your rib cage. And again, letting go of that grey, murky smoke from the body. Let's take the air all the way to the top again. Inhale. Hold on to that breath. Try to relax the shoulders as you do that. And then exhale really slowly and start to relax your neck. Relax all of the muscles in your face. Relax all the muscles under your hair. At the same time, let go of any thoughts in your head. Try to relax the head and neck. And feel how nice it is not to be thinking about anything, planning or plotting, and just being in the moment. If that's difficult for you, then just acknowledge thoughts that pop into the head and just watch them float away with the breath. I'd like you to imagine and visualize as you're standing here, just breathing normally into the body. And imagine that your head is so very light, it starts to lift all the way up. Imagine yourself growing that little bit taller as the head lifts. And imagine that your head starts to float, just like the clouds in the sky. Imagine that your head is so light, so empty of your thoughts. It's allowed to float around aimlessly in the sky. And just enjoy that freedom, that escape into the universe above you. Just feel a lovely lightness through the body, through the mind, the head, as you imagine how light your head is as it just moves around with the clouds in the sky. Just breathing easy into the body. Just feel like your head is separated from your body. It's so light, it's floating all on its own. And just enjoy that peace in your mind as you let go of stuff. Draw your attention back to your body and begin to notice your body. Begin to notice your feet as you spread your feet wide on the toes, wide on the floor. Feel that connection, feel grounded to the floor, earth. And take a big deep breath in as you raise your arms above the head. And exhale as you drop your hands down towards the sides of the body. This time we're going to turn the palms uppermost. And we take a big breath in again and take the palms together. Lovely. And then exhale, draw the hands down towards the heart. Inhale, point the fingers forwards, and exhale, bring those arms out in front of you, stretching through the shoulders. Inhale, widen those arms with nice soft elbows, and exhale, allow the arms to fall, and imagine your strap is falling away from the body. We'll introduce the tree, the flowing tree now, Gasson. We're going to take the toe to the floor, the heel to the inside of the ankle. You can go higher up if you want to be yogi if you like. Inhale, palms together, and exhale, draw the arms down towards the chest. Push the hands forwards and take the hands out in front of you. Inhale, widen those arms, and exhale, float the arms down and let the leg fall. Opposite side as we inhale up. Imagine drawing that energy from above you into the heart as you drop the hands down, relaxing the shoulders. Inhale, point the fingers forwards, and exhale, stretch out in front. Inhale, widen those arms, and exhale, allow that stretch like your autumn leaves fall to the ground. Take it a little bit higher. We inhale up. And if you can, take your foot a little bit higher. If you like, we'll keep it low. And exhale down. Inhale, point the fingers forward. And exhale, take it out in front. Inhale, widen the arms. And exhale, lower the arms and lower the foot. Inhale, up, opposite side. And exhale, down towards the heart. Inhale, point the fingers forward. Exhale, out in front. Inhale, widen the arms, and again, like the autumn leaves, let the straps fall to the floor as the arms drop. Take it higher still if you like, or any of the other two positions is fine. Inhale up, and exhale down. Inhale, point the fingers forward, and exhale out in front. Inhale, widen the arms, and exhale, let that stress float from the body. Last one here. Inhale up, and exhale down. Inhale, point the fingers forward. Exhale out in front. Inhale, widen the arms, and exhale, allow the leg to drop and the arms to fall. Brilliant. Well done, everybody. We're going to do, before we, actually we're going to come down into kneeling position. We're going to do this from the kneeling position. So if you do need one, just grab hold of the folded blanket and put under your knees if you need one. So if you pop yourself down, we're high kneeling rather than low kneeling today. So high kneeling. This, because we can't do it in a live class, we're not able to do this type of breath. because of the spread of any infection and the breath. But because you're in your own home, I thought, oh, well, let's do it then, because you're in your own home and you can breathe as hard as fast as you like, as you know. And it's called the Bellows Breath. A slight variation of. And what you're going to do, and this is very, especially in the morning, it's a really invigorating breath. And we have done some breathing, obviously, already. But what you're going to do is make sure you're breathing out from your diaphragm. So you're really forcing the air out from the diaphragm. What you're going to do, I'll do one and then you can follow suit. So what you're going to do, you can either have your hands sprung out so they're really, really wide apart and your fingers are really tense, or you can have a fist like this. I prefer the fist, but you can do either or. And what you're going to do is you're going to breathe in through the nose, a nice deep breath as you lift the arms up. And then as you breathe out, you're going to really force the air from the diaphragm and go, ha! And really expel that air forcefully out of the body, okay? If it's too much for you to do this on your knees, then sit down or sit back, okay? So do whatever is right for your body. So let's go. Inhale all the way up, breathing in through the nose. Are you ready? Remember, I can't hear you, so you can be as loud as you like. Okay, let's do that again. Yeah, if there's two in the room, it's a bit of a giggle. So inhale up and exhale, get ready. One more time. So inhale up and exhale. Lovely, and then relax and shake out. Try that every morning. Give it a bit of energy and a bit of okay for the day. And yeah, if there's something that you've say, especially Ellie, if you've got an exam or a test or something like that to do, let's do this. Yeah, so it's nice. Psych yourself up. Or if you've got a big decision to make or something like that, do this. And I think that's a nice breath to use in conjunction with a bit of an affirmation. So sit yourself down now. So you're going to sit down. And again, if you need that cushion or the blanket underneath the hips, underneath the bum to throw the hips upright, if you're a little bit stiff, then you can. First of all, we're going to just work the hips a little bit looser before we sit cross-legged this morning. So we're going to just hold your foot into your opposite hand, cradle your knee here, and we're going to rock the baby. So we're going to take the knee back as if you're knocking a door behind you with your knee. That's the sort of action you want. So you're just working the hips loose and just getting some circulation really around your hip flexors. It stretches the back a little bit if your back's a bit tight as well. Sometimes it is. Excellent. And then drop that foot down. Hold the other foot and take hold of the knees, opposite hand to opposite foot, and then take it back. And just pay attention. Is one hip a little bit stiffer than the other? So it's nice to know our imbalances in the body. Excellent. Now, hopefully, your hips will behave a little bit better now when we sit cross-legged. So again, put yourself on a cushion if you need to, but cross your legs. Your normal way, crossing the legs is fine. And we're going to sit with a nice straight back. So sit up nice and tall as if you're growing just like Tadasana really, but a sitting Tadasana. And imagine that you're being pulled up by the crown of the head as a sort of height in the spine. Going to breathe in as we lift the arms up and pull out the waistline, so just a little body press really. And we're going to take, well, it doesn't matter which side really, just pop your hand on the floor and have that lovely side stretch. And just feel that initial opening of the ribs and the stretching of the intercostal muscles. Take the arms back and reach up again as you exhale opposite side and take it into a little opening yoga flow. A little seated flow here. Breathe in, reach up. Breathe out, opposite side. So feel that lovely side stretch. Maybe go a little bit deeper this time. Use your core strength to pull your body up. Take a breath. Lovely. And opposite side. Okay, coming into rotation this time. So reaching up, rotating, we're dropping the arms. So one in front and one behind, or you can place your hand on the knee if you like. Okay, either way. And make sure you're lifting the body so you're nice and tall, and then you rotate to look behind you, chin parallel to the floor, and just feel that nice back stretch that you have in there. And a nice squeeze of the organs, refreshing blood to the organs. Inhale up, pull out the waist, come to the centre as you exhale opposite side, dropping the hands down to the floor, one hand on the knee if you need to, and push yourself up, lengthen, and then twist. Look behind you. Breathe, don't hold your breath. Excellent. And then inhale back to the center. As you exhale, this time you flow the arms down behind you and interlock the fingers at the back. Sideways on, interlock here, watch you not rounding. Nice square back here, straight back. And then pull the hands away and back. And look up at the ceiling. So you're stretching through your pecs and your chest. Don't hold your breath. Inhale as you exhale, relax the shoulders, the arms, bring the hands forward in front of you. And just walk your fingers forward. Push the sternum forward so you start to stretch through the hip flexors in the lower back. And then just start to add your forearms towards the mat. You might not get that far, and it doesn't matter if you can't. And breathe and relax and just open through those hips. Wonderful, well done. And just feel that lovely stretch through the joints, through the lower back as well. And then walk yourself all the way back up again. Crisscross your legs the other way now. Lovely. You're not doing the same routine with these legs crosses, slightly different. And so we're going to roll the spine. So you imagine when we're doing cat, which we'll do later, but roll and tip the tailbone under. So a bit awkward to show you in this position, but you're going to tuck the tailbone under and start to squeeze the pelvic floor down. You'll see it sideways on it a bit better. And then you're going to push your belly button back, so pull the belly button in and push it back towards the back of the wall, then round the shoulders and drop the head. So it's a similar stretch to the cat as in you're stretching the spine, so gentle tease of the spine and the vertebra. When you come out of this, you rock your pelvis the opposite direction, you push your belly button forward, and then you lift the chest, hold on to the knees and look up at the ceiling, you're stretching through the neck here. Lovely. And then rock again. So rock that pelvis again, squeeze the pelvic floor, pull the belly button back, round the shoulders, tuck the chin in so you feel like you're stretching through that spine. Lovely. And then exhale as you roll back out of it. Taking the chest forwards and looking up at the ceiling, the shoulders are back and down. And then relax into a neutral position. With a nice lengthened spine and straight back, chin parallel here, going to take the ear to one side. Yeah, if it's hurting your knees, have a shake out. And rock the ear to one side. Try not to move the shoulder up. Now, if you like, and this is just giving you extra stretch, but you might not need it, you can take your opposite hand and place it on top of the head, so as the middle finger points towards the ear. And then just let the weight of the arm and the hand drop a little more so you can feel that bigger stretch. If you like, as another further stretch, you can take your hands away towards the mat and pull down towards the floor. But you might not need that stretch. You might be getting a good stretch without that. So just do what your body needs at the moment. Excellent. Take your hand in if you put it out and then remove the hand before you bring your head upright. Take the ear to the opposite side. So you'll have lots of stretch in our neck. It's good to give it a good stretch. And again, taking your hand, if you like, on top of the head. On every out breath, you just let any tension just go. You're not forcing this hand, you're not forcing the stretch. What you're doing is just letting the weight just fall. So it's extra a little bit of weight, that's all, on the head. And again, you have the choice to take the fingers away if you want to on this side. And just let your head flop and stretch out the side of that neck. Lovely. And then take the hand in, hand away, bring the head upright. Lovely. And then we're going to really express the shoulders. I want you to really feel those shoulders. Take the shoulders up towards the ears, pull them right the way back so you feel that little bit of a squeeze in the shoulder blades, then pull them all the way down, right the way down, so if you've got somebody standing on them, and then push them forward. So feel the muscles in the shoulders really working. And rotate in this extreme rotation for the shoulders, feeling every single movement in the shoulders. Nice and slowly up, back, and then down. And then reverse the movement. So take it up, but this time you're pulling forward. So you're feeling that lovely stretch now across the shoulders. Then draw them right the way down, feeling here, even towards the delts. And then pushing back again, Squeezing like you're squeezing a pencil between the shoulder blades and all the way up. And rotate again. One more rotation for those shoulders. Excellent. And then relax. Relax, relax, relax. Take your legs away now and give them a little bit of a shake. Giving there some time. We're going to do cat martial arts now. Cat and cow as a little flow. So we're going to do 3. So we're going literally straight in, straight out of the little flow. So you're going to take your hands underneath the shoulders. And if this is too painful for hands, you can always fold the blanket up and pop your hands, pop the ball to your hands, the heel of the hands onto the blanket. It does help a little bit to soften. We can come down onto the elbows. Grip the floor with the fingers, however, as you know, my theory behind wrists. Push the weight of the body into the front of the hand rather than the knees. Make sure your knees are underneath the hips. And when you tuck that tailbone under, you're squeezing into the pelvic floor, your mula bandha. You're pulling up your uddiyana bandha, which is your belly button. You're locking in the energy to do this cat. And then you're rolling through the spine, looking back at the belly button. You feel that lovely stretch through the spine. Then as you exhale, you push the bottom away from you, roll through the spine, vertebra by vertebra, and then look forward with just a natural curve into the spine. Looking forward with the shoulders back and down. Inhale again. As you exhale, we tuck under that tailbone. Squeezing again into the pelvic floor, pulling the belly button back, rolling through the spine and lifting back at the navel. As you exhale, you roll back out of it. You push the tailbone away, roll through the spine, forward shoulder, back and down, natural curve into the spine. Well done. One more as we tuck under the pelvic, pulling that lovely flowing back here. Stretching the spine, hydrating the spine with the morning drink. Pushing the tailbone away again, roll through the vertebra. Wonderful. Now you're just going to lift into a neutral spine. You're going to walk your hands forwards now towards the front edge of the mat, so they're away from you and away from the shoulders. Little flow here. We're going to push back into extended child posture. We'll be flowing forward. So we've got our forearms on the floor and we're scooting our chest along the floor, pushing over the top of the hands into like a plank, an adaptive plank with the knees on the floor. And then you're going to lift the tailbone up and push it back again. So you're just in this lovely flow. And then as we exhale, we scoot along the floor, push over those arms, lift the hips and push back into child. You continue and I can tell, okay. Well done. So you're breathing in and breathing out, doing this at your own pace. Well done. Feeling strong in your core. Okay, now sinking on this last one, sinking back onto the heels, and then roll yourself up into a high kneeling position. Flow the arms up towards the ceiling and stretch through the belly. Then inhale as you exhale, you're going to hinge forwards from the hips, take your hands to the floor as if you're in cat in this box position. Then tuck under the toes behind you. Prepare for down dog using a chair if you need to this. Hover those knees. Take the head back between the arms. So you're nice straight back, stretching the spine. Then start to straighten the knees and start to take those heels towards the floor. And then walk the dog. So bend alternate knees so you feel that lovely stretch in the hamstrings in the calf. Excellent. Keeping the head between the arms. The hips nice and high. Excellent. And then come back onto the toes. Let's drop down onto the knees. Relax the toes and take it back into extended child. Breathe in as you unroll through the spine, lift the arms high into that lovely stretch. You can have a little back bend here, so this is a little flow here. And then hinge forward from the hips again, drop the hands on the floor, fingers are spread into that box position. Tuck under the toes. Hover the knees, take the head between the arms, lift the hips nice and high, unfold the legs and then take the heels to the floor again if you need to, you walk the dog. Lift up onto the toes, take down onto the knees under the hips, relax the toes, take it back into your extended trunk. Stretching out the shoulders, well done. One more time as we roll the way through the spine, lift the arms, take a breath. You're doing well. As you exhale, you hinge forwards from the hips, taking the hands under the shoulders, tuck under those toes, hover the knees, take the head back between the arms, take the hips nice and high, unfold the legs and stretch the heels to the floor. So if you can, let's just hold that posture just for a few breaths. Rather than walk the dog, see if you can push your heels to the floor. You can always put something underneath the heels if it's too much, so you feel that pressure in the heels. Then inhale as you exhale, come up onto the toes, drop down onto the knees. Excellent. Relax the toes and sink back into your extended child. And then take the hands by the feet into your full child posture. Tucking in the chin, letting the head drop on the floor or on the block if that's too low down for you. And breathe, don't hold your breath. Excellent. And then walk your hands forwards and come all the way down onto your belly. I'll just move you so we can see you over here. Lovely. So a bit of back strengthening now. How are we feeling so far? All right, everybody? Yeah? Cool. Good. Right, we've got sort of reclined staff posture here. So we're going to place our hands underneath the chest with the elbows back. Okay, the elbows are back. And the chin is tucked in and the head's on the floor. But if that's too claustrophobic for you, turn the head to the side. Just make sure that you turn your head the other way if you need to, okay? So what we're going to do is tuck the toes under, but then lift the knees. So your knees are strong here. Lift the knees and really squeeze the knees as you lift the knees off the floor. Your toes are tucked under, knees off the floor. And then with the alignment of the spine, so the chin slightly tucked in here, push against the floor, but don't lift the body up. Just push against the floor and engage all the muscles in your back. So the whole back body is tight on this one. So breathe in, breathe out as you just tuck and squeeze. And then relax, relax. Take the hands back a little more now if you can. Now you've got used to it. So as your elbows are to right angle and your hands are by the ribs, tucked quite close to the ribs. Tuck the chin in again. Inhale as you exhale, push against the floor. So the body lifts a little bit, but not much. And you're really squeezing into that back body. So as you're not letting your knees sink in, you're really pressing the backs of the knees to the ceiling. Slightly squeezing into the glutes now, the hamstrings and the whole back body. Breathe though, because it's one of those that you hold your breath with. So do breathe and feel the strength in your back and all the muscles in your back as you do this. Well done. Just hold that just for a few more breaths if you can. Excellent. And then relax. Drop the knees down. Relax the feet. Take the arms forward. Just release that stretch by just stretching the arms forward in front of you for a second. Okay, so we're coming into either cobra or, well, yeah, Bhujangasana, so cobra or sphinx. So if you've got pulley back, then you do sphinx instead. So you all know sphinx, thumbs by the eyes, you raise up and you're on the forearms, okay, so sphinx. But if you want to go for cobra, your hands come under the shoulders. You breathe in. As you breathe out with your elbows slightly back, you raise up. But your pubic bone is still on the floor, as is the bottom of your belly. You don't lift right the way up here. So if this is too much, if you think, oh, my back doesn't like this morning, then slide yourself down. And even further forward with the arms if it's too much for that back. So you do what's right for your back, okay? So breathe and don't hold your breath. So just getting used to that stretch to start with. Because we're going to have a twist in a second, but not yet. We're coming out of it first. So inhale as you exhale, roll yourself down out to that stretch. Now, noticing how your body felt just then, we just warmed it up. We're going to do that again, but we're going to do it with a slight twist. So choose the position that you like the best, either Sphinx or Cobra. So we inhale, we roll the head up, our elbows are tucked slightly back if you're in Cobra. Your neck is lengthened, your shoulders are away from the ears. And then you twist to look over one shoulder. So you twist and rotate. If you're in Cobra, down here, exactly the same. You twist and rotating. And again, if it's not good for your back, then go lower down and do what's right for your body. Let's do that the other way now. So twist, rotate, and here in Sphinx or up here in Cobra. And just noticing your back's talking to you today. Well done. And then bring you back to the center and drop your body down. Excellent. We have one more stretch here, which is the upward facing, well, version of, it's an adaptation of the upward facing dog. Now, this is slightly easier in my book than Cobra because you're not supporting all your body weight. Well, you are, but your arms are taking some of the brunt. So see what it's like for your back. If it's too much, take your hands further forward so you're a bit lower down to the floor. So the position we're going for is your arms are this time locked out. So your hands are under the shoulders. You're lifting up, but your arms are not locked out, but straight. And then you're looking forward to the shoulders back again. If this is overkill, take your hands further forward into like a swap for the swan. So you can do this. It's a little bit kinder to the back. And breathe. Relax the shoulders. You're doing well. Relax the shoulders. Excellent. And just look forwards in that stretch. So the low version and the higher version. Excellent. Then breathe in. As you breathe out, start to lower that body down to the floor. Excellent. Let's take one hand on top of the other, Makrasana now. Walk the feet away. Roll the heels in towards each other so the pelvis nestles nicely on the floor. And either the cheek on the hands or the forehead onto the hands. And allow your body to relax and recoup. On every out breath, just feel like the earth is taking hold of anything that your body, your mind no longer needs. If you've got stress, anxiety issues, if you're holding on to stuff that you'd rather let go of and release, then just imagine that the earth is absorbing that from the body, through the centre of your body. Open up and let it go. Talk to Mother Earth. It listens, it provides. And then as you breathe in, just imagine that you're breathing the goodness from the earth, all that positivity, that energy from the earth, and sink that, draw it into the body to replace all the bad stuff, all the negative stuff. Inhale, exhale, let go. If you're feeling down in your day and you need a pick-me-up, this is a really nice way to do it. It's very easy to do it. You soften your emotions, you soften your belly. It's hard to tense your belly when you're lying on the floor like this, but you just let go and if nobody will listen to you, Mother Earth's always there to do the job. So just open up, let it go, and replace it with some goodness. Excellent. So let's start to walk the feet in. So the feet are hip distance apart. Take the hands underneath the chest and tuck the toes under. We're going up for a down dog again, guys. So breathe in, lift the body all the way up and back this time. Coming onto the knees if you need to first. Stretch back into that down dog and feel that lovely back stretch. After I've done any back stretches, even if the down dog is a counter pose for it, but I like to have a little bit of a wiggle around. So bend the knees and wiggle your bum and wiggle your shoulders and do what's right for your body to feel that little bit of a release and stretch. Brilliant. Now we're going to step it forwards if you can. If you can't step it forwards, come down onto the knees first and then just bring your foot forwards, okay? But if you can, you step it forwards from down dog. Soften the knees and then roll through the spine. All the way up. Take a lovely giant breath in as you lift and stretch. And then as you exhale, hinge from the hips into a forward bend. Coming all the way down. Either your hands, if you can get your hands up for your super stretch, you do. If you can't, just hold around the legs. Lovely. And breathe, don't hold your breath. Uttanasana. Lovely. This lovely forward bend. So nice back stretch. Again, that counter pose. Feel back stretches here. Take your hands onto the shins now and lift yourself a little bit higher so your body's in this L shape and you've got a lovely straight back. So to get the straight back, you need to push your coccyx right the way back and then lift the sternum forwards and look forwards. Push it back against the shins with the arms so the shoulders come right the way back and down, you know. Excellent. And feel that back stretch. So back down into Uttanasana as we come all the way down. So forward fold again, either hands behind the legs or hands on the floor, whatever suits. And to get that chest as close into the thighs as you can on every out breath. Feeling that lovely glute stretch, hamstring stretch. Soften the knees and roll up through the spine now, bone by bone. And take the hands together above the head. Breathe in as you stretch through the trunk of the body. As you exhale, we're going to do what's palm tree pose or banana stretch, whatever you want to call it. So upright banana palm tree. Watch you're not kicking the hips out here though. You're bending and leaning from the waistline and holding that side body here. So opening again through those intercostals, letting go postures here. And breathe, don't hold your breath. Bring the arms back to the centre and take them the opposite side. Excellent. You can interlock the fingers actually on this one. It might make it slightly easier. I'm going to do that one more time each side. So bringing it up. Inhale as you bring it over. Now stretch the side body. And again, using your core strength to pull it up. Inhale as you exhale. Opposite side stretch. Bring it back to the centre and take the arms wide and open, roll the shoulders a few times. And then take lovely wide legs here. So what you're going to do now is we're going into, it's not warrior, it looks similar to warrior, but it isn't the same. It's a lunge flow. Now watch your ankles on this and have wider legs if you need to, wider on the mat if you need to. As not width here, I mean this width, yeah. If you have safely that joint issue, that might be easier. But what I want you to do is to try to come up onto the toes at the back. And if this isn't for you, then keep your foot flat on the floor. Bend in the front knee now, so as your foot is over the belly, your knee, sorry, is over the belly of the foot. Your leg at the back is straight, and you're really tensing the muscle here to support the knee. Okay? We're bringing the arms nice and high, and we're lifting above the head. Breathing in, palms can come together here, and as you breathe out, you have that lovely psoas stretch here, that long muscle that attaches the top and bottom half of the body, and you'll feel the quad stretching out if your body's tight as well. Now, with the foot still raised, the heel still raised off the floor, turn as if you're going into a warrior one posture, but we're not. We're still up into that lunge with the legs, so that's how it's different. So you're rotating the body, but this knee's fixed forwards here. And the heel is stretching back at the back. Lovely. And then go back into that high lunge position as you swivel the body round. Hinge the hips forwards now and take the hands back by the hips and just reach forward with the sternum into this high position. You will be now tightening in your glutes and your hamstrings here to keep that balance. And breathe, don't hold your breath. Then inhale as you exhale, let's have the hands forwards, scoop the weight onto the front leg and the toe back, and we'll go into our warrior three from here. So we start to hinge forwards and lift the back leg up. See how you go with that. If you need to hold on to something, hold on to something. Well done, and breathe, don't hold your breath. Then inhale, soften the knee and drop the back leg in a big stride behind you again, back into those lunge legs. And then bring the body round to the centre. Reposition the feet so the toes are pointing out and drop the elbows down. So squeeze the elbows back and then drop down as if you're sitting on a chair behind you to goddess pose. So now make sure that you can see your toes. Have a glance down. Make sure you see your toes in front of the knees and really sink that buttocks down. You'll feel when you sink the buttocks down, your pelvis slightly tilts forward here and you feel a lovely stretch through the lumbar spine. Well done. Keeping the shoulders back here so she's stretching the chest and the pecs. Inhale now as you exhale. Take the arms high. Take the arms high. Swivel your feet round to the opposite direction or change feet if you can't see the camera. And then take the back foot up again. Make sure you've got good balance. So separating the feet a bit wide if you need to balance. Now make sure that you engage in the muscle here, the quad muscle to support the knee, and the foot is, you can see the foot, yeah, over the knee. Your opposite leg is stretching back and you're pushing the heel towards the floor. Your toes are pointing forward. Now, if this is too much, then swivel that heel onto the floor and do what's right for you. Inhale now as you exhale, going in that rotation. So still the legs in this position, you're just rotating as if you're doing the upper body of a warrior. Yeah. So you're rotating the body. Yeah. And breathe, don't hold your breath. Well done. Take it back again into your high lunge. Take it back, a little back stretch here. Rather front stretch and last stretch. Just lean back slightly. Then inhale as you exhale. We take the arms down and we hinge forward with the chest forward. The hands come in line with the thigh. Yeah, so just in this lovely, like an arrow position, but with the hands back. Then breathe in. As you breathe out, scoot the weight forward onto the front leg. Take the arms in front this time and the toe to the back. Hands together or apart, it doesn't matter which. Straighten the front leg. Engage the core muscles. Don't just spot that's not moving. As you hinge forward and lift that back leg up if you can. You need to check everybody's okay. And breathe. Don't hold your breath. Well done. Beautiful balance. Excellent. Then inhale as you exhale. I'm all over the place now. Drop the leg down to the floor. Take the body up. Swivel yourself round. And exhale as you drop the hands down. Walk the feet in a little bit now. Now the next bit is going to be a bit testing. When I say a little bit, I don't want them close to. So your toes might even be off the edges of the mat here. So do you remember the Japanese squat that we've been practicing? We've done it from down and then go up. We're going to do the reverse of that today. See how you go. It can be strong on the knees. So if you need to hold on to something, hold on to something. What you need to do is to make sure that you're tensing these quads. So the upper part of the knee needs to be tight and tense to support the joints. If it's not suiting your body, then just come down or just keep it a high squat, okay? So let's have a breath. First of all, breathe in, take the arms high. As you exhale, draw down, relax the shoulders. And then start to sit as if you're sitting down. Now you might need to rejiggle and move around those feet as you're going down to keep the heels on the floor. See how you go. Try not to go over to one side more than the other. When you're down there, just reposition the toes so they're in a comfortable spot. Okay? Excellent. And breathe, don't hold your breath. Well done. See if you can get your heels to the floor. And the way that you'll do that is probably shuffling your feet a little bit wider. If they're too close together, it won't happen. Also, if you're tight here in the adductors, can sometimes play havoc with it. So you're pushing slightly away with the elbows. So you're opening through those legs and the adductors, keeping the back nice and strong. Now, I'm going to test you out. And see if you can take your arms up. Yeah, no. Let's see how we go. Watch you're not behind something that you're going to crash into in case you fall back on this one. But don't do it if it's not for you. So inhale and see if you can steadily lift the arms in the squatting position. Brilliant. And then exhale, draw the hands down again. Let me do that again. Yeah, well done. Inhale, let's take those arms up if you can. And exhale, draw them down. Well done. Take your hands on the floor and sit down on your buttocks. Take the knees together. Well done. Getting out of that's the challenge, isn't it? Take the legs forward and give them a nice shake. Not quite beginners, but I know you're not all beginners, so that's why I've do it in there. Okay, you know me, I like to challenge you. So what we're going to do now, and you know, I'm a bit conscious of the time, but are you all right for time, everybody? Yeah, okay, so are we all right to carry on then? 'Cause I want to get a few more in. Yeah, okay, so wide child, okay, wide child is your knees are stretched, hence why we just stretch out those adductors in that lovely squat. It shouldn't be too bad now. So your knees are as wide apart as you can get them, and your toes are together, and you can see my toes at the back under my legs there. And then you're going to sink back down. Now, this is a killer for some people. It's not going to happen for everybody. If your ankles kill you here, roll a blanket up and then have the blanket underneath the ankles, and that will help. If your knees are the killer, you can you do both. Place the cushion under your bum here, so as or two, even a little bit higher up, and it's better for the knees. You might even need knee cushions under the knees as well. So these are the adaptations for anybody that has problems with that lower body. So it's actually a twist. It's the thread the needle we're doing now. This is totally uncomfortable for you. You all know the thread the needle position where we're on all fours here. You can do it from there if it's really killing you to be in this position. What I want you to do, when you put your hands forwards onto the floor, and I want you to take your one arm, it doesn't matter which, your one arm underneath the other, and then stretch your body down. So you get that lovely shoulder stretch. But at the same time, you're pushing the tailbone down towards the heels. And breathe. Now, if this is too low down for you, you can have a cushion or a block underneath the head, and rest your head on the block if you need to. Lovely. I quite like this stretch. And then pull yourself all the way back up again. So again, if you need to readjust those legs, if it's really creasing you, then just do it from a cat position instead if it's too much. So let's do this the other side now. So taking the other hand underneath, dropping that shoulder to the floor, and just noticing that lovely shoulder stretch. Notice if one shoulder needs it more than the other as well. Breathe. Good, and then bring the arm up and lift yourself out of that position. Draw the knees in and sit yourself down onto the floor. Real good so far. I like that shoulder stretch. You tend to find if you're right-handed, you don't right hand, that's the shoulder that needs stretching out more, I find. Yeah. So what we're going to do now is going to have a massage. So massage your feet. So now you might feel comfortable for you to lift your foot up like this onto your thigh, and if you need, just keep it low down, or you can even maybe raise it up on a blanket so it's lifted a little bit higher if you want. Using your thumbs now, taking your thumbs underneath the toes from the big toe to the little toe, or you should just work in circles and just massage your feet. The toe is everywhere. We often neglect them, don't we? So yeah, be kind to our feet day to day. So massage and inch it down. So little by little, start to work your way down through the feet. So taking it now into the soft tissue part of the foot and the arch, kneading around the arch, and then the outside of the foot. And then head towards just under the heel now. You might need to use your fingers if you're quite low down on the floor. And then get some pressure into the heel. So really press with the thumbs into the heel. Now, daft as it sounds, I use this in baby yoga to calm the babies down. So I thought, why not us do it? It just felt quite nice. So what I want you to do is press the heel, and I want you to slide it really firm. So slide your thumbs. I'm trying to show you from this way. Slide your thumbs really firm all the way along the foot, all the way towards that second toe. Yeah. So press here into the heel, firm pressure here, all the way down the foot as you slide down. And just one more time to slide it from the bottom all the way up to the top. Excellent, well done. Then grab hold of your toes, big toe to start with, and just give it a pull and a yank. Now you might do clicks to this, and that's fine. Okay. And the other toe, so just give it a lovely big yank and a pull. Stretch it out. And the other one, watch if you've got any broken toes. You won't want to do if you've got broken toes. And the next one, you're clicking. You're clicking, yeah. And the pinky as well. Yeah, some people will click straight away when you do it, that little release, and other people don't hear anything. So, okay. So opposite side, so opposite foot, and again, if you tie to this side, put on a blanket, but just start to massage just underneath those toes. Nice big massage with the thumbs under the toes, and then start to work it down. I mean, obviously, if you've got oil or something to take, it's nice if you want to do this again and do it with some oil. If you've got nobody there, they'll touch your feet to give you a nice massage at the moment. The only solution is to do it yourself, isn't it? But obviously, we have reflexology points on our feet, so it's nice to pay some attention. It's all connected to something. Your neck, actually, a lot of times your neck. And that's where we hold our stress. You release the tension in the feet, you release the tension in the neck sometimes. So make sure you're working your way down until you get to that heel. Nice bit of pressure there on the heel again, and slide really firm all the way towards that second toe. And again, some pressure there, slide all the way through the centre of the foot. And then one more time, all the way. Lovely. And then again, do that little bit of toe pull. So pull the toe, pull the opposite toe, and again, see if you can get some clicks going on as you're stretching out toes. Lovely. And the little one. Excellent. And then relax the feet. Excellent. Nice bit of massage this morning. Okay, so just having your legs nice and wide now, just to finish off. Having your hands forward and just creep the hands forward so you feel that inner thigh stretch again. And the back stretch, opening up through the sacrum, dropping the head, relaxing the head and neck forward. Walk yourself back and roll through the spine. Draw the legs in. Sit in any comfortable position. We're just going to do Bhandas now. So it's very, very brief this now. So Ujjayi Bandha we know about, which is the belly button, because we do that a lot in our yoga postures, don't we, where we draw that belly button back. Mula Bandha is also one, the pelvic floor one, and we use that a lot in our yoga. And then we've got Jalalanda Bandha, which is the throat lock, the neck lock here. And we don't do that. You don't tend to do that much in yoga. Well, in a normal routine of yoga. So we're going to lift the head nice and tall and practice that one at the moment. So lift the head nice and tall. And then you're going to breathe in, nice long deep breath in. And as you're breathing in, you're going to pull your head back as if you're making a double chin. So breathe in and pull the head back as if you're making that double chin. Now as you exhale, I want you to take your chin towards your chest as you exhale and then hold it there with no breath. Breathing out, you're relaxing the shoulders. Your sternum is slightly pushed forwards. So no breath in the body at the moment as you hold it there. And you're holding what we call the throat lock there, Vishwajika. And then exhale as you lift the head up. Lovely. Now we're going to do the same movement again. We're going to do it with the Ujjayi Bandha. So we're going to pull in the belly button. We're causing that emotional lock there. So what we're doing is locking the energy from the throat all the way down here, and it centres around here, the heart, which gives us lovely fuzzy feelings, right for the weekend. So pull in Ujjayi Bandha. So pull that belly button in as far back as you can. Lovely. Hold it there, but breathe. Hold that tension, but breathe. Now inhale and pull the head back into a double chin. As you exhale, drop the chin down to the chest. Pull the shoulders down and push the sternum forward. And hold that in, holding the belly in, holding the throat tight as you pull in, and hold that, what we call the chin. Orlando Band. And then inhale as you exhale, release. Okay. Breath in as you lift the head. Excellent. And then roll the shoulders back. Excellent. That was just a little teaser for practice. Because there's a lot of deeper things that you can do around that. But I just wanted to just give you a little bit of a practice of the other side of yoga besides just asanas and ordinary breathing. So what we're going to do now is relax, guys. You worked hard today because you've gone over even, so you worked super hard. So get yourself nice and warm. Have yourself a drink if you need hydration. And lie yourself down. Bring this forwards. So that you can a bit more clearly. So you can put your nice soft music on if you want to now, and make sure you're warm and you're comfortable. And we're going to start by tensing the whole body. So we're going to pull those toes towards us, push the knees down into the floor, the heels away. Start to tighten through your legs and clench your buttocks tight, pulling the pelvic floor and push your lower back into the floor. And make a fist with the hands, draw the arms and shoulders in towards the ears. Arms hover off the floor and really tighten through the arms. Push your upper back and your ribs into the mat and start to scrub your face really tight. All of the muscles under the hair are tight. Then breathe in as you breathe out. Let go, relax and release. Turn your palms up towards the sky and let your fingers naturally curl into the palms of the hands and shoulders. Then turn your head slowly to the left and then the right to take any stiffness out of that neck. Bring the head to the centre, lift the head off the floor, tucking the chin to lengthen the back of the neck. And let the head roll back onto the mat. And make any adjustments that you need to make to get your body in a comfortable place. So feel free to wriggle, to shuffle, to change positions. Do what it takes to get comfortable. If you feel like if you need to move at any time during a relaxation, feel free to move. Excellent. And then take a lovely long deep breath in. As you breathe out, completely let go, relax and release and let go. And just imagine it's a beautiful day like today, but you're somewhere absolutely special, somewhere wonderful, that's peaceful, tranquil, you're on your own, nobody to disturb you, you feel completely safe and relaxed. Imagine picking out a spot where you can lie down and just relax, take the weight off your feet. Imagine using all of your senses around you to notice what's there, the sights, the sounds, the smells, the texture. Imagine the sun is out and it's warming your feet at the moment. The soles of your feet and your ankles are becoming soft and relaxed. That feeling spreads and that warmth spreads into your shins and your calves as you begin to relax your lower legs. Imagine the healing powers of the sun around the joints of your knees, repairing, healing and softening your knees. Imagine feeling the flow of that warmth up into your thighs. And you start to let go of any tension in your thighs. Imagine feeling the warmth of the sun onto your right and your left feet. You feel that warmth as it spreads around the back, your lower back, and hip flexors. Breathe in. As you breathe out, you just let go of any tension in your buttocks into your pelvic bone. Allow the lower body to soften and relax to the ground. You feel very content and happy in this space. And then you feel the warmth of the sun on the palms of your hands, moving through your fingers and your wrists, healing your wrists, nurturing your wrists. You feel that flow of warmth flowing up into your forearms, into your elbows and your arms, and all of your arms begin to feel fluffy and relaxed. You imagine the healing powers of the sun up around your shoulders. You feel any tension from your shoulders simply melting away. You feel that sunlight repairing, nurturing, softening, and relaxing your shoulders. And you feel the warmth of the sun on your heart penetrating through your chest, filling your heart with love, with compassion, with joy and happiness. And feel light in your heart, as if your heart is singing to you right now. And then imagine directing that sunlight into the center of your body, your solar plexus, softening and relaxing your emotions. Breathing in, breathing out, stoking the fire in your belly. Feeling very powerful and in control. In control of your emotions, your actions, your thoughts, your words. And then imagine the sunlight is penetrating through to your throat now. Shwadi chakra, center of your throat. Softening your neck, all of your neck muscles. And filling you with a sense of purpose, of self-expression, of creativity. Imagine feeling that sunlight on your face now, relaxing all of the muscles in your face, softening your eyes within their sockets, softening your brow and your jaws, and no frown on the clenched teeth. And then imagine all of the muscles under your hair are completely relaxed. Allow your whole head to soften and relax deeply into the floor. Imagine feeling that sunlight through the length of your spine from the very top to the very bottom, warming and wrapping itself around each of your vertebrae and toes. Feel all the muscles of your back begin to relax and release. So your whole body now feels completely relaxed. From your head to your toe, your body feels balanced, yet light. Your mind is calm, and you feel totally and deeply relaxed. Affirm to yourself, I am willing to be happy. I am willing to be happy. And I am in complete control of my life. I'm in complete control of my life. Start to draw the breath into the body now, imagining drawing your favourite colour light from the crown of your head, and feel that flow of light, whatever colour that might be, flowing through your body from the crown of your head down to the tips of your fingers and toes, and just feel energy stirring within your body. Start to wriggle your fingers and your toes and become aware of the noises around you, the smells around you, the textures around you. And draw your knees towards your chest or place your feet flat on the floor. And either rock your knees from side to side or massage your back into the floor. A few circles one way, a few circles the other to release the tension from your lower body. Roll over now onto your right side in a fetal position, supported by your hands and arms. Allowing the awareness to come back into your body and mind. And when you're ready, and only when you're ready, pushing yourself up into a seated position. Taking the palms of the hands together and give them a little brisk grip so we've got warm, heat and energy through the palms of the hands. Take the hands away and take them to your face, massaging the hairline and the jawline, waking yourself up a little, giving the neck and the shoulders a squeeze to bring up the blood pressure so you're not dizzy when you stand. And then taking the arms out to the side of the body, palms facing upwards. Take a lovely deep breath, a whole arm full of happiness, of energy, positivity, contentment and beautiful big smiles, and draw them down into the heart to last you all week. Big breath in and a slow breath out. Namaste. Give yourself a lovely big clap. Well done, everybody. I'll just stop the recording. Oops, sorry. I'm not stopping recording now. Recording.